Hey everybody, welcome back to Major Skull Gaming. I'm Major Skull. We're back in HumanitZ again today for another one of my Base Building 101 videos. Today's video, we're going to be building a basic base build, but not from a POI. We're just going to build one from scratch. I'm just going to put it right over here in the starter spawn location, only because of convenience, and it's right here. But you could put this base anywhere. Okay, before we get started, we're going to put down a floor. And before we do that, let me open it up real quick. There's our floor. I'd like to bring it up to the road because I want it even with the road. You could, wherever you want it to face, you could do it that way. So that's about even with the road. Facing the road anyway. And I'll just walk it down here and we'll put it right around here. Now, one thing to remember, when you're putting in floors and stuff, if you've cut out trees, don't put your base over the spot where you cut the trees out. If you do, the tree is going to grow right back up through your base. It's going to be a big pain in the butt, so don't do that. I like to do 4 pieces of flooring down here. Before we can do this, we need wood and stuff. So to get that, what I like to do is put down a table saw right near the trees that I'll be cutting down. Table saw requires 5 wood, 2 scrap metal, 10 nails, 1 car battery, and 1 sheet metal, unless you have the skill resourceful. Load up our axe. We'll come over here and chop down one of these trees. Get enough wood that we can build this. And then once we have our table saw, we can get 8 pieces of wood per log instead of 2. Right around here should do. Let's face it towards the trees. All right, got that in. Let's put it to work. Meanwhile, we'll cut down some more trees. Energy drink or coffee are really handy when you're cutting down a lot of trees. Keep your stamina build up, and then you can keep swinging fast and strong. Like right now, I'll start swinging really slow in a second. Yeah, see? He's tired. Oh yeah, the Major Skull hoodie can now be found in the game. Okay, that should be enough wood for right now. Let's grab that and go over there and put these floors in. Oh, there wasn't enough wood. Oh my goodness. I miss resourceful already. It's a very good skill to get. I can't say it enough. You definitely want to get that skill. Alright. Hey, we gotta level up. One more point when we get resourceful. That's going to save us a lot of materials. Okay, so now you have your floor put in. The next step is going to be laying out your wall design. I don't like putting in windows, just because it just gives things ways into your base. So I think the only thing you really need is 2 entrances. You need like a front door and a back door. That way, if they're all, a bunch of them are coming in all at once and they're gonna bust through your door, you can always run out the back door and get out there where you can fight them easier. You could also do a pop-up thing where you can climb up on something and pop up to the ceiling and then just jump off or defend from up there. So let's go ahead and put in some walls. Okay, now notice where the side of the wall is right here. See how the 4x4 is right even with the other 4x4? That's what you want. So you may have to wiggle it around to get it put in place, but you want it, man, my camera's spinning around on me. You want it even with it. Now on this one, it'll be side by side like it was over there. But the end pieces you want mixed in there. See how it's in right in with it? That's how you want it right there. And then this one will be beside it. And then the next one should be inside of it. See? There it goes. Now we have our walls, basic walls set in place. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it with one entrance for right now. I can do the pop-up on this one. So let's go ahead and put in our walls and see where we're at. See, that's the way it should look right here. And that's the way this should look in the corner. Oh, out of wood. Alright, I'm going to chop down these trees and get us some more wood, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. I had to take out the doorway because I just remembered that you can't snap to a doorway. You can snap to the full wall, but not the doorway. So let's load up our walls and put a temporary wall. We won't build it in. We'll just put it right there. And that's just to snap the roof to. Because I like to snap my roof to make it so that the even side, because when you put it in, if you push it again, say the roof over here on the left, you can see that it doesn't go all the way over to the left. It stops right on the edge. But on this side, it'll be nice and smooth. See, it's right on the edge. So I like to have mine so that the edge is nice and smooth on the long way. When you're looking at it, I want the sides to be nice and even. So then I'll start it on the back wall like that on both of these, and you see how it's nice and even on the sides. And then I'll do it on the front wall down here. And now it's nice and even on the side still. There we go. See? And now you can remove this wall and put in a regular door frame again. Alright, now let's fill in our top. Let me turn out the gamma so you can see a little bit better. I notice it's getting dark. There we go. Alright, let's fill in our top. Press R to change your focus from down low to up high. And then you can build in your roof pieces. If you're having problems putting those in, that's the problem. Right there, why you can't figure out how to build it in. Press R. There we go. And that's going to be the basic shape and design of our base. So now that that's built, there are some things that you got to consider. You're going to need to consider where you're going to put your work area and where you're going to put your storage area. You're going to want a separate storage area from the rest of your work area. Somewhere where you can keep your goods a little extra protected. That way, in case the zombies bust in, they're going to have to go through at least another wall or door to get to where your stored goods are, because if they destroy it, you lose your stuff. Let's put in a wall going this way. Oop, I was on the wrong focus. And I'll do a pretty small one, but you can still fit quite a bit now with the new storage units. Oops. This one we're going to want a doorway. Alright, let's put that in. Oh, we just leveled up. Oh, I missed it. Ooh, must have already had it. Okay, so now we can get resourceful, and that's going to make everything a lot easier. It's going to take a lot less wood to build stuff. Alright, there is... Let me turn on my light in here too so you can see a little bit better. This is going to be my storage area. Now to line this up in here with storage, I'm going to use these new large ones, the cupboard storage. Make sure it's facing the right way. But you can see the doors kind of slightly ajar. Makes it where you can tell which way it's facing. So there's one. And sometimes it can be difficult to see inside here. There we go. And then you could even put another one on the back wall if you wanted. And there. So that would be these. I'm going to need some more wood for this. I'll be right back. All right, let's get a couple more of these chopped up. Put in my last door over here. I think I'm gonna need just the one. Let me see. That might be enough. Put in our door. All right, let's take a look. Okay. And this is their storage room. Hopefully you can see that well. Hard to tell with the roofs. It's still a work in progress as far as the building goes on this game. But they're getting it better every time they update. They add something or change something, makes it a little bit better each time. So, and there's 2-story buildings coming and stairs and stuff like that. So the building is going to really explode, I think, in this game soon. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so we have our storage in there, and now the only thing left is just to put in your various workstations. Your layout is really up to you. You can easily fit everything in here. One of the things that you're gonna definitely need is an oven. So let's go to that. Let's do that first. Cooking stove, not an oven. I'll put mine right here in this corner. Maybe not. Where do I want to put this? Over here in this corner. Right on there. All right. There's our oven. And of course you'll need a workbench, and I also like to put in now the weapon bench. Make sure it's all the way up against the wall, and bam. All right, we got a workbench, a weapon bench. What else? You're gonna need a furnace. And let's see, chemistry, distiller, and fat converter. And where are we going to put those? Let's see. We'll put our chemistry right here. Or no, you know what? Let's put the chemistry over here. Next to this one. Okay, and now over here we'll put our fat converter. This looks better next to the stove. And the distiller next to that. We're also going to need a melee bench. Let's put that over here by the furnace. Okay, so now we're at the point where you have all your stuff in there, but you notice I only built one door, so we only have one entrance, so if someone comes into there, you're in trouble if you don't have another way out. So let's do that. To do that, I like to use the farm plot. It's cheap to build, and it works perfect. I'll spin it around here like this, put it right up next to this wall, put that in, and I'll show you how that works. Now that's in, I can walk up to it, climb on it, and we can climb right up through the roof. And now we're up here, we can defend from up here, or we can get away. And there you have it. That is the basic build. You just fill these in. I'm not gonna scavenge for parts for these to fill all of these in. But yeah, you get the idea. You could lay it out however you want, move them around wherever you want them. This will keep your stuff relatively safe. Now the next steps obviously are going to be defense outside. Let me get rid of this bush. Get out of here, bush. All right. So, and the defense outside, I would suggest putting in pitfall traps. You can find those on the second to last tab right here. Pitfall. Put the pitfalls around. Put those all the way around your whole base. Look for these bushes like this to get a lot of fiber and sticks you'll need to make rope, and then you need the sticks to build these. They take 2 wood, 1 rope, 5 sticks with resourceful, and that'll keep you protected. You could also put on the defense with the barbed wire. You could also put metal walls with barbed wire all the way around this too if you really wanted to. If you're having problems and it keeps snapping on you, one of the things that you can do is press R. Now that puts it so that you could lift it up above you, but you can also lower it back down. So I'll spin it around. I'll lower it back down to the ground here where I want it. And then you can put it in there. Even though it's red, it'll still go in there. So you could put your wall, then you could have this for defense with barbed wire, and then in front of that put down your pitfall. Load up a few pitfalls in front of it. All right, there we go. And that's what that would look like. That'd be a really good defense around this base. Some pitfall all the way around it. First put these walls in all the way around, and then put your pitfall out in front of it, and yeah, and you've got a really good defended base. And that would be enough to get you through this entire game all over the map. You could even, they're so easy to build, you could build this at every major area, like say one down in this corner, one over here, one over here, one over here, maybe even one in the middle somewhere. And then you'd always have a base to go back to unload and repair and hide from the weather and bandits and stuff. Yeah. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, make sure you give me a like and a subscribe. And follow me on YouTube and Twitch, because I stream daily on both platforms. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time generally. It's 99% of the time this game, but we do play some other games once in a while. We like to do the events on Sundays, so make sure you stop in for those especially. We like to do races and PvP matches. We have a good time. Make sure you check out my Building 101 series. If you have any other questions on building or getting started in the game, you should find them there in my videos on my YouTube channel. And if you don't, and there's a question that's not covered in there, make sure you put it in the comments down there. I'd be happy to answer it for you. As always, I'm Major Skull, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, I just died. Oh, man. Yeah, there's fall damage in the game now. Don't forget.